Hi guys, it's me, Kamisha or Napisha09, and I was invited by the lovely Miss Adrian to do a vid for Inspired to be Healthy, and I think that it is a great honor that she would even ask me, because I'm still, I'm still on that journey to become a healthier me. So I didn't really know what I wanted to talk about, and I tend to be long-winded, so I decided to talk about my journey and to maybe give some tips that might help someone else on theirs. Okay, so in high school I powerlifted. I did sports, I did band, I was always active in high school, and so, you know, my body was nice, firm, and tight. But as I get closer to 30, I'm still eating like I was in high school, but I wasn't working out like I was in high school, and it took a toll. My highest weight, my highest non-pregnant weight was 201 pounds. I did not even notice that I was 201 pounds until my son took a picture where I didn't have time to suck it in and all that stuff. And so when I saw that picture, then I started looking through other pictures, and I was like, Mama, am I really this fat? And she was like, yeah, Kamisha, you are. And so, you know, I started crying, and I was like, you know what? Stop crying about it. Let's do something about it. And so to me, that is the first step in your journey to health and weight loss and everything. The first step is admitting that, I'm not even going to say admitting. The first step is looking at yourself and saying, I don't like what I'm seeing. Let's do something about it. You just got to make up your mind to do something about it. And so I joined the gym. I was working out, but I didn't change my eating. And so I was losing some weight because I was being a little bit more active, but I wasn't losing the weight that I was supposed to. And so I learned from a trainer. I hired a trainer, and I was like, you know, I'm working, I'm doing this, I'm sweating, but I'm not losing. And he said, what are you eating? Yes, you do. You have to change your diet. People can tell you all day, yeah, if you go and you work out, you won't gain any weight and you'll lose. No, you will not lose weight if you don't change your eating. I'm not saying going from one extreme to the other, but you have to somewhat change what you're eating, because that's what got the weight on you. And so if you drink a strawberry shake that's like 340 calories, and then you run 30 minutes on a treadmill, you burn like, what, 200 calories, and so you didn't even burn that shake up. And so what I did, my trainer fought with me, I started substituting. So instead of having a burger, fries, and a drink, I would get a smaller burger. I still had my burger, but I would get a smaller burger or a turkey burger, and I would have a salad and a water. I completely cut out sodas except for every once in a while. I didn't entirely change the way that I ate, but I started substituting. I started making healthier choices, started being more aware of what I was putting in my mouth, and myfitnesspal.com really helped me with that, because, for instance, you may think you're eating something healthy. I went and got a chicken salad sub from Lenny's, and I ate it, and I'm calculating it in MyFitnessPal. Lenny's chicken salad, that one sandwich had 1,100 calories in it, and my limit, my daily calorie allowance was like 1,300. So that one sandwich got me 1,100 of those calories. Do you know how much food I could have eaten for that amount? And that's what I mean about being more conscious of what you're putting in your mouth. Sometimes it's not how much of what you eat, it's not how much you eat, it's what you eat, and vice versa. And so, you know, you just got to watch what you eat. Add fruits and vegetables to your diets. Lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, little calories. So you're getting full, but you're not getting a lot of calories. And the thing is, I know a lot of people don't like fruit and vegetables. I didn't either. But the more that I eat them, the more that my body likes them. And your taste buds do eventually change. And so That is another step that you have to take. Set goals. It is very important that you set goals. And don't say, okay, for instance, at 201 pounds, I said I wanted to get down to 160. So that was 40 pounds that I wanted to lose. But what I did was, my first goal, I was at 201, so my first goal was 195. That was 6 pounds. Once I got to 195, I set another goal for 190. Once I got to 190, I set another goal for 185. Once I got to 185, 180, and so forth. But what I did not do was, I did not give myself a time limit. I feel like if you give yourself a time limit and you don't reach that goal at that certain time, you get discouraged and you quit. So set your goals, write them down, and follow through on your goals. But don't set a goal that's so high that you're not going to reach it. Don't say that you're going to lose 50 pounds in 6 months. You might not lose 50 pounds in 6 months. On average, I was losing 4 to 6 pounds a month. And it may not have seemed like a lot of weight, but in 3 months, I'm down, you know. Let's say I'm losing 6 pounds a month. In 3 months, I've lost 18 pounds. And so, yeah, it may not seem like a lot of weight, but it was coming off and it was staying. Recently, I have started trying to meditate. Good. It's giving my brain the chance to rest and really focus on what I want to do for the day. And so meditation will help. Okay, so also a big part of weight loss is not to weigh yourself so often. I have a habit of that, but I'm more into what the mirror is saying than what my scale is saying. And so a really good thing to do is to take a picture. Strip down, take a picture. Your before picture. Every month, take another picture. Take a picture. Take pictures. Because sometimes you don't see your body changing. Like even now, even though I'm down to 173, I've gained weight. But even though I'm down to 173, to me, I still look the same as I did at 201. Until I look at the pictures and I put them side by side. I can't look at myself and really see the changes. Other people do and they're all surprised. I see the changes in my clothes and the pictures and the videos. I actually do a Watch Me Shrink on my channel, and that first body shot was the hardest thing I ever did in my life, was to sit there and show the world how fat I was. But I've also been able to show the world my progress, and I've been able to show myself my progress. And it's very encouraging when you see progress. Sometimes that scale is going to lie to you. Muscle weighs more than fat. So when you start working out, sometimes you may seem heavier, or sometimes that scale might not be moving at all because you're gaining that muscle. But once you start gaining that muscle, then you start losing that fat. Then the scale will change. And so you really want to measure your success by your clothes, and your, you know, by pictures, clothes, measurements, not just by the scale. Let's see, anything else? Don't completely deprive yourself. If you want to eat ice cream, eat ice cream. But don't eat ice cream every day. Don't eat the whole carton of ice cream. Measure you out some ice cream and eat it. Don't crave it and crave it and crave it and not eat it. Go ahead and get that ice cream. If you want a chili dog, go ahead and get that chili dog. Get that craving out of your system. But just, you know, stay in your calorie range. You don't have to give up everything. Just make better choices. And I think a big thing about being healthy, it's just making better choices. And it all starts here. It all starts in your mind. If you think that you can do it and you set your mind to it, you can do it. So those of you who are thinking about starting, go ahead and start. Go ahead and start. And those of you who are in it, you're in it to win it. Don't get discouraged. Just keep pushing. And so that's all I'm going to say about this. I talk entirely too much. And so thanks for watching. And remember to be inspired to be healthy. Bye.